All right. I have with me today a special guest of honor. I call her my Achalugo. My baby has sampete one looking pium. All right, so please introduce yourself. Please let my people meet. Let them encounter you. Let them feel your presence.
My name is
Mm, mhm.
Olike Okechi
Okay.
Orji.
All right.
Um, this handsome man's wife,
You do hear
only
that?
wife.
Handsome. you know, you need to put that as an Igbo man. If you don't put that, it give us pride. Make us. All right. So I mentioned that we're gonna make have her come here and we'll talk about the birthing process because it was very different this time around. So the last time we had not a bad experience, but my wife just decided that she wanted to take a different route. So what made you to decide you wanted to do natural birth? But by the way, before she goes ahead to answer that question, I just want everybody to know here that anything you decide to do is good. If you decide to do C-section, natural birth, whatever you decide to do, there's no one that is bad. I'm just talking about the way that she decided to go for the second baby we just had. So yeah, I had to clear that before they say, so you are putting spirituality, it's only natural birth that because it's biblical. No, 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 that's not what we're doing here. So, babe, let's hear from you.
What was the question?
What made you to decide to do natural birth for this second baby?
Well, I knew I could do it.
Okay.
Um, I'm very, what's the word? My mind is old. My
Mm,
mom used to call me an old woman since I was little, and
mm,
I like, I don't know how to describe it. I like to keep things as they are if there's no need to disturb it. So I
mm,
believe that the way our moms and grandmoms, okay, not our moms, because that's when things started changing, which is fine. Um, had babies back then, they did it and they did it like,
yeah,
thank God for science, thank God for medicine, thank God for technology. Things are easier, things are faster, and there are different options. But
yeah,
I know that they've um, downplayed or minimalized natural birth,
mm,
and there's nothing wrong with it if you don't have any complications.
okay,
So I knew I could do it by the grace of God because I kind of did the first time.
yeah,
The difference this time was I was more educated about it. I knew more of the options available to me, what I could say I wanted and didn't want. So I knew it was something that was possible
mm,
and I didn't mind trying it.
mhm.
But I guess I should start from, I mean, it was my sister-in-law, Amber. Amber is I don't even know what to call her. Our all
our
source
our
of
mother, our
information.
sister, our friend, our in-law. You know, she's
Many things.
everything. She's a lot in
Yeah,
one.
my brother's wife, and she
Yeah.
mentioned about it wasn't even about natural birth, just having a doula.
A
Um,
doula. By the way, doula. I never heard the word before,
it
but I heard it for
will.
the first time.
Yeah, so
At first, I thought it was Oduduwa. It says doula. Okay.
she mentioned it while I was pregnant with our first child, Barris, and so I had heard it for the first time in 2021. That's when I had it. So I reached out to my a long time ago friend who I saw was doing the same thing. In fact, I saw it on her page and I was like, what
Mm,
does this mean? And she sent me a post about what they do. So I started following her from then. Fortunately, I was already in my 8th month, I think, of pregnancy with Varys, so she couldn't take me on.
mm,
Besides, I didn't even really know all what it entailed. So
yeah.
as soon as we found out about this one, I told him that Well, first of all, he said the Holy Spirit was our doula, which I totally
Ah,
agreed with, and that he
Abba,
was when
no doula. You cannot do
with
what the
the
Holy Spirit
first
can
one.
do. Can you do what the Holy Spirit? The Holy Spirit is our doula.
But I guess we're
Yeah.
supposed to explain what a doula is or what the
Yeah, please do explain what
so
a
a
doula is.
doula is a they usually have a history. They're mainly nurses.
Mm,
It's a profession. It's a growing profession, and they're your support person. So right
yeah,
now, it's not very popular, but it's picking up a lot. They're there to help you through your journey of pregnancy, especially if you want a natural birth. Even if you don't want whatever birth you want, it's another person you pay to be there during your birth to educate you, to help you, especially um, mentally and physically. So they show you what to do, how to make your pregnancy journey easier. They teach you about the decisions you can make for during your birth, during the
yeah,
delivery process. I think that's the biggest thing.
yeah. Then
I'm
I
probably
need
not
to.
saying it right.
Yeah, I need to
Forgive me
say
if I
I
say that.
just have to use this experience to explain it because when we're at the hospital for Barris, that's our first child. What happened was no, I didn't really like the way it happened, but because I had no experience, I just felt like okay, maybe that's how it's
It's
meant
done.
to be, or that's how it's done. So what happened was our doctor was supposed to be around, but the doctor came late. Not that he came late, the process was fast for her. So they thought that because it's her first time that they should be there for like maybe 12 hours and all that, but it was really fast. So before the doctor got to the hospital, she already got to a point where she had to start pushing already. So now there was a nurse there. Now, me, I had no experience. Our doctor was not around, and that's the doctor we have been working with. Now, this lady was like, my wife is not pushing, my wife is not pushing, but she was really trying her best. And another thing I liked about this new one that they didn't do the other time was they told her not to eat. So I don't know the plan how somebody who want push baby come up from you know go eat. Where will you get the energy to actually born that baby? I don't know how that works. I don't know the science behind that, but I don't think it was a good one. I didn't like that. So she actually didn't have enough energy then because it was a lot. But sincerely, the Holy Spirit helped us. So when the doctor arrived, this lady just ran straight to the doctor and was like, "She's not pushing. She's not going to be able to have this baby. This, that. More or less like she just go to do C-section." So because she felt like all these people who say they don't want to do C-section and all of them, they'll now come now when they tell them to push, they'll not be able to push. So she was trying to like use that on us. Imagine the process where this woman was giving birth to a full whole human being. That's the and you're not telling me she's saying it, everybody's hearing it. So I was like, hi, this is not good. I really wanted to punch or slap, but the Holy Spirit, as our doula, then I was the doula that was present held me. So then maybe the doctor came in. So I love what the doctor said. Immediately, the doctor just said, "Don't worry. When she sees me, she will push and we'll have this baby." I was like, "Thank God," because what they would have pushed for immediately would have been a C-section, and we really didn't need to do that. So when he came in, he spoke to her and he just helped. So now, if the doula was there, the doula would have been able to coordinate that process because I had little experience. So that's the kind of person the doula is. The doula will know your betting plan, so and work with you through it. So the doula is able to question your nurses or the nurses that will be around, right? She can
Yeah,
question them and
even
be
the
like,
doctor.
the
Even the
doctor, yeah,
doctor.
like because at that point in time where her mind is, she might not be able to make decisions for herself. So, but she has written the things she wants. So the doula will give you the best advice possible. So be like, why are you doing that? Why do you want to go through this route? You're not supposed to. I think this can happen. We don't need to go this way. So the doula really, really, really helps. So that was what happened during the other one. But now let's go clearly to this betting process of Karisamani.
Wait.
So, okay.
The doula provides you options and you make the decision. So they support your
Okay,
decision. Yeah, they don't tell you
yes.
what to do. They tell you what can happen, what
Okay.
the outcome could be, and you make the final decision or whatever you want. They
Yeah.
just support you. But I mean, before we move on from doula, we have to shout out to the best doula in
Oh, yes. In DFW.
DFW.
That's
Hi,
what's up.
Kelsey.
Hi, Kelsey, our doula.
Legacy birth
You know how to, do your
healer
job because you are a
services.
doula. Whoa, yeah. You know how to do your job because you are a doula. If you don't do it, who will now do it? Without a doula, you can't do it.
Wow.
All right. So now, when my wife said she wanted to do natural birth, so we need to now understand what natural birth is this time around. This time, like, no um
Okay.
assistance from any medical, whatever they call it.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I don't know this thing. No. Now women know, and if I
No,
explain
women
this
are
thing, go be like
supposed
how
to
they
be
preach.
talking. You said I'm
Oh,
supposed to
that's
be
true. You are the guest on this show. I'm supposed to be asking you, please.
Yeah, I'm
How,
asking you questions.
how did you come about this natural?
Natural birth just means that you don't use an epidural.
Okay.
That's what they told me it means. You don't use epidural or you don't even use pain medicine.
Hmm.
So you want to have the natural way. Now there are other things that can make it more natural or whatever. So I didn't want epidural with my first one, with this one as well. But when you say that, you have to prepare for it. That's
Yeah.
where the doula comes in. That's where the education comes in.
Yeah,
That's where you
you
need to know.
almost got epidural for
Yes,
Varys,
they
but
had opened the pack,
yeah,
and I was
but
supposed to sit still and let them push him, but
that didn't happen.
no,
So Varys was also almost natural.
he was natural. They say
Yeah.
he was natural.
Okay, natural. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
but all the other things leading up to that was we weren't satisfied with it. We wanted a better experience.
Yeah.
So, what did you ask me?
How did you this natural betting process
Okay,
for her?
how was it? The
Yeah, like
first,
how was the
oh
process?
my, it was an experience. Let me tell
Yeah.
you. Shout out to all the mommies, all the grandmommies.
Shout out to my mommy.
Shout out to all
Ah,
the mommies to be upcoming mommies. I mean, it's not easy.
we hail you, we praise you, we praise you, we devote you,
Whether you had a
we glorify you.
C-section, like he said, whether you had a epidural, whether you
Yeah.
used pain medicine, whatever route you took, birthing a baby is a miracle.
Hmm.
That's all I'm here to say. But for
Definitely.
me, Olukenkechi, Orji,
Yeah.
I have to always call that.
Yeah.
I decided and I
That
knew
name
that.
you just mentioned now will confuse some people. But did you hear that Foluke Nkechi Orji? Can you say Yoruba everything? But she's not Yoruba. We'll do that one next time. Continue. Continue.
I knew that I could do it because I had done it with the first one without epidural and I was induced. So that's another thing. It was
Oh
an
yes.
induction with
Yes.
Pitocin. So
For
they said
Barris.
that's more painful. And so I was like, okay, if it's more painful and I did it without the epidural the first time, we can do it again and it'll be
Hmm.
less painful. It's not that it's less painful, let me tell you. It's just the body gives you a break when you're not
Let me check
induced.
him out. Okay, go ahead.
Then
Go ahead.
the body gives you a break when it's contracting by itself and not on a medication. The medication doesn't let you get any breaks in between the contractions. So
Yeah.
anyway, that's how I decided on that. So, but in the end, it was a beautiful experience.
Yeah.
In the end, after the pain,
Yeah.
it was beautiful. Like I, I don't regret it. I never regret it. Like it's
Tell me about
even
it. Tell
though
us tell us more about the contraction, the difference between the contraction for this natural and the induced one.
okay, the difference is so with contractions it starts slow and then it gets closer together and then it gets more intense as the baby's coming. They're more powerful. So same thing. It's like a wave. It peaks. You start it. You feel it come on and then it reaches the height of it and then it slows down.
Mm.
So with being induced with pitocin, um, at the end when the baby's about to come, um, there were no it didn't peak and fall. It's like it peaked when it got very intense. It peaked and stayed there. So I was in constant pain the whole time for however many minutes the last phase lasted until the baby came out. And let me tell you, I already had issues with my lower back.
Mm.
I couldn't stay still. It was just hard. It was so painful. With this one, the pain was as intense, the contractions were as intense, but at the end, before the baby came, my body still it peaked and dropped. It still dropped. It was this the rest time. Sorry, I don't have all the medical terms.
Mm.
The rest, but the when it came down, when the contractions stopped, at least there was 5 seconds, 10 seconds where I know,
To
okay, you can
gain,
breathe
breathe, get yourself
again
together
before
again
the
before
next
going.
tough one comes. And of course, it will last longer as it went, so the baby came. But you know that breather was coming, like, and it was everything. Like that's the main difference I would say.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that
Then.
pause was everything. Your body knew to that because you had to. I couldn't catch my breath with the other one, so that's part of why I was so weak.
Oh
I
yeah.
felt like I couldn't push when they now told me to push.
Yeah. Then
That's
another
another.
thing was the positioning. You didn't have to
Okay,
lie down
that's
like
another.
you could move, you could do because we
Yes,
worked with
midwives,
midwives this
not
time around, not
OBGYN.
yeah.
So
So
OBGYNs are trained doctors and surgeons. So if you need surgery, they can deliver your baby that way. Um, Midwives are trained more with less interventions. OBGYNs are trained, doctors are trained to follow a protocol, a policy, and intervene if they think something is
yeah, they follow
not right,
within they learn for
like
school.
episiotomy, like
It's
getting
as
cut
simple as that.
or helping the baby come out,
Yeah.
and all these things are normal
Yeah,
with
and
them.
they really do help.
Yeah, no issues there. But with midwives, they let you. Midwives have been delivering babies since forever, like the
Yeah,
beginning of time. So they let your they let your body do what it's supposed to. They don't just
exactly.
jump in to intervene. So, anyways, the hospital I chose, the midwives I chose, they let you walk around if you need whatever position suited you. You felt comfortable in to push the baby or to labor in was what they allowed. Um,
Yeah,
and that was everything. Because first of all, we all know gravity. If you're standing up, it will help. Gravity will help you push the baby out versus being on your back. Then
hmm,
you have to push more. Your pelvis is not as open. Different things like that. So all these things what I learned during the pregnancy leading up to the birth
yeah,
that I could do to make the natural process easier because like
yeah.
I said, I wasn't using epidural. So there were many things we had to learn.
We had to
Breathing.
please. You have not you,
Yes. Okay,
because I was the
let me say. So
Oh Lord.
my wonderful doula will
Hey,
agree. This was my main this he was the
I'm the
main
one
doula.
Odudula. Odudula is me. Me, I'm the
A
Odudula. That
doula is
one is
your
the
a
doula.
doula is a support person. They're trained to know these things. So whenever
Ah,
she, Kelsey, Legacy Birth Healer Services, whenever she was educating us, whenever we had sessions, he was part of it so that
now
he
they
could
told me the things
know.
I should do when the contractions started at home. Remember that I had
Yes.
to lay you down like this, massage you,
Wow.
all those things I was doing. You are not mentioning them. I
Yeah.
massaged you. I hold your back. I do all those things. Nice things they were telling me to do. I took care of her. She would lie down. This will put a pillow in between her legs, push her leg like then. When you had to sit down on the toilet, see, you're not even giving this gist well. When you had to sit down on the toilet, I had to stay
You
behind
don't
you
have
to
to
help
give
you, you know.
every detail of it. We'll be here for 10 hours.
Okay, I'm
The main
sorry.
point is
Just to
just
let you know, say,
he was
don't
my
try
main
me. Are
support
the
person
bomb
as
baby?
he should
Are
be.
the bomb
He
baby?
caught the baby
I caught from
like
as
he
in now me
caught
catch the baby like this.
she
So now during the contractions, she was in a me. Now me she the hole.
I mean what
Nobody.
am I supposed to
I, I,
hold?
I, who are you supposed to hold?
Isn't it the person that is
Now
responsible
me she
for
the hold.
this
Any
whole
small thing like this, you could
situation?
just it's not we are both responsible.
Did I squeeze your hand?
We all did this thing together. Don't do like it's only me that was involved in it. We all caused this situation that was giving us children. So
Me,
what happened was
what happened?
the thing there is that I was so involved and I never knew in my wildest dream or that
That you
this
would
would be the
be.
responsibility of any responsibility of a husband. I had no clue. So it was like because I'm just acting like okay, I got this. I was going through some, emotional.
ups and downs,
Come on now.
emotional
Uh,
contractions.
oh,
He was feeling it with me, like you could see.
I was contracting and I was
Oh,
retracting my contract. When it come like
that means
this, I hold
what
it.
did this? You are
When
saying you are saying what are you?
hmm?
The whole world.
I was contracting now. Indeed, there's a contract, but I was doing a lot there. So see, the fact was that I had not experienced this before. So for Barry's, when we had Barry's, I did almost the same thing, but not like this. I
On the
was so involved,
sideline.
but I was just on the side.
I mean,
But
you
this
got the
one,
word.
I caught, yeah, that one was different. But this one, I was so involved.
He
I
was
had to be
there.
there to, like, the whole thing. So what it taught me was it actually built my love for her and made it stronger. I don't know how to explain it. Like it just took me to another dimension of love for my wife. I just fell in love in the new. Are you blushing? Let me check.
No, no,
Oh,
I'm not blushing.
you will
No,
blush.
I'm
It's not like you used to blush.
not.
It's later. You will go blush it. So the thing actually took me to another dimension. Like if we could do this together, you put it there. You have to know how to bring it out. Many people put it there, they cannot bring it out.
Wow.
So you all cannot help to bring the baby out. You just put it there and run away. When the lady is inside the labor room, they will ask you, "Can you stay?" You say no. You see baby head, but you faint. Bah! I'm not insulting those who
Yes,
faint.
you're
It's
insulting
okay
them.
to faint.
No, it's not okay.
Some
I'm
can
going to faint. I
faint.
won't come inside
Some
the
can
room.
faint, can fall down and all that. Many things happen. But by the grace of God, I did not
No
fall
faint.
down. I did not faint.
Thank God.
So the whole process, and when you had to go to the bathroom to like lay down on the ball, we
Yeah,
could use the ball. Like I just love.
the
If we're
exercise
gonna do
ball.
this again, I will go back to the midwives again because from this two experience, um, what I figured out was that there are other experiences that people can go through, but these are the two we've gone through. But I can say that to pick from one of them, I'll pick the midwives again and
Which is
again.
why you're doing this
Yeah,
video. And
exactly.
for me, um, I felt in general, like I felt like I participated in this one as well.
Yeah,
With Barris, I was so tired at the end. When he came out, I was just dazed,
yeah,
staring at him across the room, like, oh, that's the baby. Like I couldn't hold him, but
yes.
I was just happy it was done, but I didn't feel whatever. Like I always see
Mm,
those videos where women cry. I'm like, why are they crying? I mean, I don't cry. Either of them, I didn't cry
mm.
because my tear ducts were. I was just tired. But the point is,
No energy to cry.
no energy. Like I've used it to push. So I just feel like I participated more in this one. I was more involved emotionally, especially. Obviously,
Mm.
physically, I was there, but emotionally, everything. By the time she came, my face was like, you
So
would think I
what this
was
was what
crying.
happened. So the idea was that when the baby comes out, I'll get the baby and pass the baby to you.
I would do
Then they
skin
won't
to
cut.
skin.
Yes, they won't cut the what's that called?
It's
Called
called delayed cord clamping,
delayed cut
where
clamping.
and it's a big deal for him.
Yeah,
But it's when you
yes.
don't
I
cut
caught
the
the baby now.
cord.
She just immediately I caught the baby like this. Pa, she pooped in my hand. Her first poop. Yeah, I will remind her when she want to marry. You now come say you want to come and collect my daughter in hand in marriage. You want to collect her hand in marriage. Come to this hand first where she pooped.
Oh my god.
Ah,
Babe,
she pooped here.
babe.
Maybe wait, you explain that clamping. That clamping is not the priority right now. I'm talking about some that poop in my hand. It poop here. If you see that poop,
So we should
her
give you
first poop
trophy
in
for
life,
poop.
pooping this in this hand. Look at this hand.
Okay, she pooped in
So
his
the
hand.
good thing was that when she came out and I caught her, there's something that happened I didn't tell you. So
When
this
the
I just have
water
to be
that
sincere.
splashed.
No, no, no. Apart from that, I have to be sincere right here. This was when the thing when you got to the point where I knew that this was
You
going
were
to come out
scared.
a little bit. So the midwife was there. So immediately I just went. I don't know how I was going to tell her. I just knew that I could not let you know that. I just whispered to her, yeah, say, please, I have not caught this baby. I've not caught a baby before. In case, please help me. I don't want this baby to fall. And the
At
woman was like,
first,
"Oh, I'm telling you,
yeah,
I was
she was.
scared. I was scared. I was like,
Oh, like on the stage, she
if
was
this
scared
baby go
of
exactly
going
now,
another way.
I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I don't know if the baby will be slippery. I don't know what will happen. And you just
She was on the
if baby
floor.
go fall from my hand. I know. So I just told her, I was like,
She
please, you
won't
need
let
to
the
help
baby
me, and
fall.
all that. So she was like, oh, don't worry, I got at you. But the good thing was that immediately the baby came out, I caught the baby, and
But yeah, I mean the way babies come out, I'm sure babies slide out at one time, but like the head
it's the head
came out
first.
first and then
Once
the
the head
body. So
comes
once
out,
you're
then
ready,
they will now
yeah, sure.
you now do the final push for the body to come out.
Yeah.
But you see this baby, she came out and stopped here, her cheeks.
Our cheeks.
No, cheeks. You are the
Huh.
one. Okay, it's your daddy that had that cheek. The baby came out and stopped here like this. The cheek did not come out. We had to deliver the cheeks. So she had to push again for the full head to now come out, But trust me, it was a beautiful process. It was a beautiful process. So happy that we did this way. And I just trust that this video has been able to how do I put it, bless somebody one way or the other, or educate you one way or the other, or help if you are planning to go through this process also. But please, there's something I want to say. Pray. I love my wife for something. She actually prayed and she was convinced to go through this route. And me, I was ready to support any way she wanted. Me, I just told her that I don't care how you want to have this baby. I'm a covenant child and my babies will come out fine. That's all I know. If you like, you want to do C-section, you want to do home birth, you want to do epidural, anything you say you can do is your body. But I know that the Holy Spirit will empower you to make this baby come out healthy and you'll be fine. That was just my end goal. You'll be fine, baby will be fine. So any other process, I'm ready to support. So and it was expensive. You need to say that because this process was more expensive than the other one. Because this
Was
one
it?
was it more?
I mean,
Okay,
it
no,
involved.
we had to pay. How do I put it now? I think it was more expensive, baby. You had to pay doula. You had to pay this other one. Pay the other one.
What made it more expensive? By the time I decided on the midwives I wanted. It wasn't from the beginning of the pregnancy, so we were paying more in a shorter time
Yeah,
than we did with
exactly,
Barry's. And then
exactly.
with the doula services, you pay for that, and
Mm-hmm.
that's on like insurance covers some of the hospital bill, the doctor, midwife services.
This is in
Midwife
America, oh.
separate, yeah.
For those
But
in
yeah,
America, oh.
but the doula one is on you. The doula is your person, like I said, they're support. They're not the only person supporting you, but they're there for you,
Yeah.
the couple or the birthing person. So, but anyways, it was all worth it,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, it was. I
It
really,
was
really had
all. It
fun.
was very worth it
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
for us.
So
And
that's it. So that's how our baby came. And the good news was we came home. I think we were ready to go like the next day, but they just had
yeah,
to just make
just
us
say
chill there
24 hours.
to just check and everything. We slept. Another thing was that hospital was nice. They had a good arrangement and everything. We had a view, like you could see city view from as a brand
You
new
didn't want
hospital.
to leave. You
I
wanted.
was like,
We
can we
stayed
just? It was
three
like a
days with the
hotel. Like I
last
said,
one.
can we just stay more? Can we? No, we just give us food, we just chop.
Yeah.
So, but you go reflect for your bill. So we thank God, thank God, thank God for this. Thank you guys for supporting. Thank you for your messages. Thank
Oh,
you
yeah.
for
Thank you.
Yeah, we really do appreciate for
And
those who
thank you, our
got stuff from
families
families,
and
our
friends,
friends,
all the
for your
support,
support. The
the food,
what's it called? The food,
the gifts,
pepper soups, the
calling,
gifts,
checking.
the
Yeah, the people who
callings,
I,
a lot.
yeah,
See, this way you now appreciate family. Trust
and
me, you
friends.
now have friends. You realize that you cannot do things. This process has actually taught me a lot. Taught me a lot. So I place value on family and friends, and I'm more careful now because I see how important it is to have like a family and have friend. Just that community where you have that love and that support. It means a lot. Thank you to my mother-in-law because she came when during Barris's time she came, and my father-in-law also came that time, so they took care of the baby together. But right now my mother-in-law is here with us, and she's really helping. I was saying thank you to her to help us say thank you. Oh, thank you. You see, so grateful to God. Thank you guys. Thank you. Maybe you have any words to say. Just give them some pattern words.
Hmm. If you know, and wait, I want to say something.
Oh yeah.
I feel like no, I shouldn't say that. No, but if you know um any new mommies even mommies with toddlers, any mommies, just appreciate mommies,
Yeah, yeah, they
mothers
do a
in
lot.
general. Somebody,
And
and I
appreciate
feel,
wife.
and appreciate husbands.
Hey, hey.
I feel like, of course, with having children, you learn a lot, and with this process again, I feel like he just said family support, friend support, calling, checking, being there for people. It goes such a
Oh
long way,
yes.
and it made me feel bad. So I stop saying I feel bad. Like when people had babies and I wasn't that sensitive or attentive to
Exactly.
give or to be there, whatever. 'Cause I guess I didn't know better, but now I
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
Whoever is having a baby, I pray that I have the strength to support, to be there, to encourage and all. Like it really goes a long way. Even a phone call to
yeah.
check on. So thank you to all my friends that have done that. My co-workers,
Oh
church members,
yes, church
families.
members,
I'm not going to
co-workers,
say names, just
families. Yeah.
those with you all have been
Ne,
amazing.
I want to let me spray you dollar. You can't do this and I don't. Let me spray you dollar.
Wait,
I'm a man dollar here now.
more now.
Eh? Oh my man.
I can keep it.
He can keep it after the video. I collect it. Bye.